it's okay to make errors. It's okay to make mistakes. It's normal. I mean, you're just a 20 something year old. So today I have a date with Isabel. Isabel is also in her 20s. For people who are in their 20s, especially people who are workaholics, I think it's very important once in a while to make a time to do things that are not 100% related to your business or your career. Oh yeah, so we're heading to Minnesota because I forgot my tripod stand. So just want to
Going to
see,
spend some money.
just want to see if we can get, something little that we can use to hold the phone while we record. So that's what we're going to right now.
Hands are so shaky.
My hands?
Yeah.
Who is noticing?
Me, the video.
So this is Minnesota. Oh, the store is so cute. Kitty store. Okay, do you have something more serious than this?
Serious. What do you mean by serious? Which one are you getting? Say it's just those two you have, Abby. You just manage the.
I think I'll just get that one of 9,000. Let's just manage. I'm looking at all these cute pens. Okay, so we got the tripod stand. Isabel.
Hi.
Yeah, we got the tripod stand. So we're about to go back to where we were.
Watch out for us.
Hi.
Hello.
This is me, Blessing. This is
Isabel.
Isabel. So today we're going to talk about some lessons that we've learned in our 20s.
20s.
Though we are both in our early 20s, but there are definitely some lessons that we've learned across along the way that we thought to share. They might be useful to you or to be useful to someone that you know.
So listen and remain blessed.
I'm sorry, I'm having PTSD. The first lesson, which I think is a very important lesson, is to get in your bag. In your 20s, you need to start making money. In simple terms, there's no sugarcoating it. There's no two ways around it. In your 20s, you need to have your income going up. Now, when you're in your teen, you're probably reliant on your parents or your family member or your guardian, right? But if you're in your 20s, this is the period where you're finally leaving school. For those who do BSc, but if you want to venture into your master's, it might take you longer.
Yeah.
But when you're in your 20s, this is the period where you're leaving school. And this is the period where you need to start being independent to an extent. If you are fresh out of school, right, there's a phase of confusion
True.
that most people experience. And it's normal. It's okay. Everybody
I
will
saw
definitely
one
be there.
meme when I just graduated. Where like it was like, since I graduate for school, there is no business that I've not thought about. I almost opened a police station, and it's very
For
true.
real.
Like this year, before I like finally decided on what to do, I was just thinking, brainstorming, like, what business do I? In fact, I almost opened a fabric store. Not that I'm into all these things, but just because I'm looking for something to hold on to, a means of survival. So that's one thing that comes
It's
with
okay
being
to
in
be
your 20s.
confused,
Yeah,
but I think the major thing is that you are making efforts, no matter how little it is. Like just by even thinking of an idea is an effort. Just by even saying, okay, I need to be doing something is an effort. Because once you have it in your mind that I want to start doing something, you start making research. And the moment you start making research, there are so many things you can stumble upon. Now, even in the meantime, if you are yet to even start earning an income, I think it's best that you are not even idle, right? You
true.
can either volunteer or offer to
Or
help.
learn something, learn a skill,
Exactly.
whatever. Something that you enjoy doing.
Just to keep you moving.
True.
Just
Because an idle man is a
it's
devil's
Debbie's
workshop.
workshop.
Jinx. So
And if you're in emotion, ideas can come. If you're in emotion, it's easy to keep being in emotion than
yes,
if you're still.
and when you're idle, sorry, when you're idle, it gives room for all kind of negative thoughts, especially when you're not doing well. Like, okay, you're idle, before you know, the devil starts ministering different
And
thoughts of negativity to you.
as much as you say start making money, we don't mean anything illegal.
Oh yes,
We
that's
don't, we
true.
don't mean
No
anything
pressure, no
at
pressure.
all, no pressure. It's not that you're not even doing anything. But you to involve yourself in something illegal. Because I think that's also one of the things that pushes people into doing legal things. The pressure of, okay, I'm at this age, I don't have anything going for
Oh
me,
yeah,
and yeah, I'm not making any money. Probably, and in your 20s is where there's kind of like a shift from when you were being dependent to when people start depending on you.
you.
So for some people, that shift is very
Or
overwhelming
even
for
if there is
them.
nobody depending on you, you fending for yourself alone is, yeah, it's not easy.
It's not. But as much as you can, this video is just to encourage you. As
Yes.
much as you can, this is the age where you need to start thinking of how you can be independent. And the fastest and easiest way to be independent is if you have money. That's just the plain truth. So you need to start thinking of things that you can do. If you have an opportunity by which you can earn an income, then go for it. A legal opportunity, then go for it.
Yeah, a bed at hand. Don't say, oh, maybe because you're expecting something better. Maybe it could be um, a job opportunity, an internship placement, whatever.
They might not be paying you so much, but you never know where you see your next
And it's
opportunity.
better than being idle. It's always better than
You
being
never
idle.
know.
And also that place that you are saying you don't want to go for no good reason, maybe just because you want to still be relaxed at home. You don't know the person or the kind of situation you find yourself there that will make you or that will take you to a better place. So most importantly, do not be idle.
And for those that already have money, yeah, all hands and all fingers are not equal. Some people already have money, maybe their family is very boxed up. Then you're even on the next level. You need to start thinking of how can I build my legacy? Because now you have money. The money is not the problem. Probably you should start a company in your own name. Or you should probably do something that is beneficial to society. But yes, 20 is the point where you need, if you have so much money, then you can do big things that us that we don't even have so much, we cannot do. You can start a company that even 100 years, that company is still standing.
Yeah.
Or maybe
Don't
you can,
just be feel relaxed that oh your
because you have,
parents
the,
have
yes, you can
money.
really do something that will benefit you, benefit your children, benefit your grandchildren, benefit the whole society, even the whole world, right? So 20s is that age where you need to be thinking outside of the box. And God being so good, we have technology now that you can even sit down with your phone and research so many things. You can find out so many things. Things that before you need to trek 1 million miles to go and find. Now you can sit on your bed and do your research and find out that thing. If I want to start so and so come, if I want them to be chanting my name, maybe in another continent for something great and powerful that I did, how do I go about it?
Yeah. So for
So,
me, one thing I've learned in my twenties is understanding and accepting the uncertainty of life. How like things you plan does not always go as planned. And then before I just like maybe talk up with my emotions, feel sorry for myself, wonder why things are going that way. But if you just keep wallowing in self pity, you are going to continue to remain in self
for
pity.
real.
But if you don't get up and okay, maybe believe that okay, this situation does not define your worth, does not define who you are, does not define what you can achieve, then I think that's a much better approach instead of feeling sorry for yourself. There's this popular slang: "We move." If this thing does not go as planned,
If
we
you don't
move.
work, the next one will work.
Yeah. So that's
But
just
you
one
won't know that next one is going to work unless you
until you
actually try.
try. Yeah. So life is filled with like a lot of uncertainties, and as you grow up, you realize it. So even if you like put so much thought, so much plan towards
Effort into
something, and
something,
it does not go
work
as
out the way
planned, it
that
should
you
not make you
can.
feel demoralized. It should rather be a source of motivation. If we would want to take this history now, let me say Michael Faraday. How many times did they say he tried electricity before it worked?
So many times I
I
don't
think
know.
he's in nine. I don't know, let me just. But a lot of times,
And
a
some of
whole
us
lot
have
of
not even
times,
tried 3 times. I'm giving up.
exactly. True,
I cannot
true.
come and kill myself.
Yeah, don't give up easily. Don't give up easily because if you like life will come at you fast before you know you are
Real quick.
30 something, 40 something, and then the energy, your youth that you should have,
Time runs like really
the energy
fast.
you should have put in your youth before you know it's no longer there. So while you have the time, put in all the work, put in all the effort. If this does not work, go to another thing.
It's fine to drink. It's fine to drink your water now.
Okay.
Another lesson that I've learned is that it's okay to fail. It's okay to try and fail. In your 20s, you beat yourself so much. Every time you fail,
I'm
anytime
guilty
you
of
fail.
that.
Because we feel like, oh my God, look at, I tried this thing and I failed. I'm not worthy. I'm not useful. Oh my God, look at me. I'm a failure. But
True.
it's not like that. It's only in your head.
I'm currently in this as you call it, favor market, looking for jobs while still trying to run my business. And then there's this job I applied to, and the pay was like mind blowing, almost 500,000 a month. And I've already imagined how I'm going to, okay, this is what I'm going to do with the money. So,
For real, for real.
and I could not make it to the last stage of the um
Interview.
recruitment process. Yeah, I started crying. In fact, I didn't even tell anybody. I think it was just me and my mom at home. I was just quiet. I just started crying. And then I think she just noticed and like, what was wrong? And I told her the reason I was crying. She was so mad at me. I'm not an African parents. I don't know if I should say they don't have emotional intelligence, but yes, you feel like I should not cry about it. But then the way you came to me about it even made me feel worse.
Maybe because they are mature, but we're still young. This is our
Exactly.
first
We're
time
trying,
experiencing
yes.
something like
So
this.
like that thing like really demoralized me that day. I was so sad. She just spoke to me. Although she later spoke to me calmly that I know that life is not like that. That you apply for a job and you don't get it does not mean it's the end of the world or doesn't mean you're not good enough. She just encouraged me basically, and since then I've been trying to see things from a different perspective. Okay, maybe I didn't get this job probably because it's God's will, or
Exactly.
maybe if I had gone there it wouldn't have favored me
All things are working together for your
for
good.
your good.
And the
Yes,
fact that you even have the courage, the zeal to even try in the first place, you're
yes.
already a winner, right?
So
But disappointments are part of
they are
life
bound to
generally.
happen sometimes.
Generally,
Yeah,
and there's nobody in this earth that has not been disappointed. There's nobody that has not failed. Sometimes you even fail 10 times before you finally hit your jackpot.
that's true.
It happens, and it's okay to make errors. It's okay to make mistakes. It's normal. I mean, you're just a 20-something-year-old. You've never been this age before. It's your first time doing this life thing, right? So
So keeping on, but it does not mean you should. When you make mistakes that are avoidable, like what we're trying to say is there are some mistakes that are avoidable, or there are some.
there's some mistakes that are non-avoidable. Oh, you
Okay,
didn't know.
okay.
You made a mistake. That's why it's a mistake, because you didn't know. You thought probably to have
Mm.
a different outcome, but the outcome was not favorable to you, and then you realize that, oh my God, I shouldn't have done this. And you've done it already, right? So the solution is not to beat yourself up. The solution is to learn from your mistakes, so that next time you don't repeat it.
True. Word.
Isabel, hi. So this is the restaurant that we were in before. We just came outside. It's really sunny. It's like 4 p.m. So we're just going to continue with the lessons. And
Yeah.
also, some people may not find these lessons as deep as expected it to be. But we're just girls in
Giving
our
our own
20s.
perspective.
Exactly, our own personal experience and our own perspective.
Okay.
Oh, the sun is hitting.
Okay. So another lesson I have learned. That noise.
Is this my phone?
It is another lesson I have learned. The sun is kind of hot, but things we do to film for you.
Right?
Another lesson I've learned is setting boundaries and prioritizing my mental health. Like a few years back, I was always,
People pleasing.
Yes, that's the word. People pleasing and letting people like step all over me, giving them benefits
And
of
sometimes you won't
doubt.
want to say what's on your mind, so you won't hurt the other
Yes,
person
I'm always so considerate, but I've hardly met people that are that considerate
of
of my
you.
feelings as well. But right now, I do not have time for
Bye bye to that.
drama. Like the slightest, like
This is the new
everything.
me.
Trying to figure out my life is enough for me than to give somebody like an opportunity to stress me. Right now, I don't have time for stress. I
It's not
don't
fair
let
to you
anybody
having
stress me.
friends that you're giving like, okay, let's say 80% and you're getting back like
Hmm.
20%.
So I just prioritize my mental health, and if you do me, I do you.
Man
Man
no
never
go
best.
rest.
No, but basically, Sha, I just reciprocate the same energy that I get. I don't carry friendships or relationships on my head like I used to.
And
I just go
also,
with the flow.
yeah,
Just go
there's
with
some
the
relationships
flow.
that you outgrow them because
Hmm.
both of you begin to
True.
want different things
Yeah.
or maybe like different things, or you guys are no longer in sync. You're not a bad
You're no
person if you are
longer
not.
you're no longer a child. You cannot be having friendship issues like God, it's so annoying to think about it.
I think also for some people are in like cliques or group. I never really had that. Maybe five of us are friends, that kind of group
Yeah.
or clique. I never really had that. But some people have
Likewise.
that, right? I've always been a one. Okay, this is my one
One
singular
man
friend.
army.
Exactly. So, but either ways, even if you have like a clique or a group of friendships, or even if it's one friend, the friendship should not be something that is damaging to your mental health
Yes,
to the extent that
yes.
you're getting really sad, you
Sad.
can't
I used to be
function.
that way before. Like friendship affects me, but now I don't like it does not just get to me anymore. I don't know how to explain it, but I guess that's part of growing up. And that's one thing you
Exactly.
should realize. Like maybe it was your university, your secondary school, that whole pack energy will no longer be there. And you have to move on. You cannot be dwelling in the past. So move on. Don't
And
allow
20s
anybody
is also
stress
the
you.
age where you need to learn your identity, who you are, learn to be like your own person. What do you want? There's some people that they're easily swayed by opinions of others. Today they say, okay, it's like this, you go ahead and do that. You don't know who you are or what you
Yeah,
really want or the kind of person that you want to be. But 20 is where you should get to know, okay, probably your fashion style, the things that you like, things that you don't like, the
true.
things like the kind of person that you want to be, the kind of
And
person you
then
want to
there
be
are some
addressed
friends that
as.
maybe you were probably with before that will not really accept the new you or will not really blend with your new aesthetic or your new mindset,
It's
good or
so
bad.
hard sometimes, and they advise people that if you want to grow, you need to leave where you were before, because it's
True.
so hard for them to accept that you're no longer that same
That
person
person.
that you used to be.
True.
Another lesson that we've learned in our 20s is that you should follow all your passions.
Mm,
It's okay to have 10 different passions. It's also okay to follow all of them. Now, all your passions don't necessarily have to bring an income for you. There's certain things that you can do just because you like them, right? They keep you active, they make you happy, right? And they're also passions that are kind of like hobbies. They help you network with other people, they help
true.
you either build up your spiritual life or your mental health. It's okay to have as many hobbies and as many passions as possible. It's also okay to have many incomes, to involve yourself in so many things. There's some people that have a 9 to 5. They also have maybe a side business. They also have probably another thing that they do again once in a while.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. It's okay to explore all your passions and all your dreams and everything that you want to
Yeah.
do.
And it's
It's
very
totally
important to
okay.
always show up for those passions. Like your dreams are not going to achieve themselves. You're gonna
Period.
be the one to put in the work. So even this where you don't feel like you should definitely show up for yourself.
And I don't know if we said this before here, where if your passion is not yet paying the bills,
Oh
you should do the
yes.
thing that pays the bills. Then you can
Bills
now use that
and
money
to
to fund your
finance
passion or
your
your
yeah.
dream. But it's
True.
not wise to be going after your passions. Meanwhile, you're not making
Yeah.
any. So how do you survive? I
True.
mean, paying bills is
It's
part
not
of
your passion you
survival.
eat. You need
Do you
money to eat.
understand?
So
Okay, so I guess this is the end of this video.
mhm.
I think we've done our little best to do some lessons that we've learned in our
Yeah.
20s.
But the most important so far is to hold God tight
Yes, put
because
God
you need
first.
God.
Because no matter how many lessons that you learn or whatever, you will definitely get stuck. There's no two ways
True,
about it. And you're going to need the help of the Holy Spirit. You're
honestly.
going to need the help of or the guidance of God. Because you can't do this like in fact it's when you start doing this adulting thing, you now realize that our parents that were holding God tight, there was
Yes.
a reason.
So whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, God is one. Just make sure you
For real.
always follow the leading of God and always trust in Him, pray to
And you
Him.
definitely get through these 20s. You definitely get
Yes, you
through.
will.
As long as you wake up every day, you show up, you do your best, you definitely get through. Even if everything feels like, okay, it's not working. Listen, there are people that they come out and tell the stories of their life where probably they were like singers and they'll tell you that they've been in the industry for like 10 years before
Oh,
they got their big
yes.
break, right? Or maybe fashion designers that were sewing for like a long time before maybe one celebrity wore their dress and then they became so popular. So many stories like that. So you should know that it's not the first, second, third, fourth. Some people even 7 years before they
Yes,
get
you
their
have
big
to
break.
be resilient.
Do
You
you get?
have
So you have
to.
to keep on your grind.
And
If
do
you're not
not,
seeing the results
yes,
immediately,
don't dwell on
just keep
your
going.
failures.
And one
Just
thing
keep
about
looking forward.
putting out work is that make sure that you're putting out your best.
Yes.
Excuse me. Make sure that you're putting out your best. Even if you're not, maybe you make a post and you only get 2 views, or maybe you're posting your clothes and maybe people, but just make sure that you're doing the best that you can. Because the day that they open your book of remembrance, they will see that this person is really good at what they are doing.
And aside that, the competition out there in the world is crazy. There might be always somebody better than you, but then there's nobody that does it like
The
you.
way that you do it, your unique
So
touch.
yes, so you should always put out your best, do your best, be a critic to your own work. Like when you put out a content, whatever, a
Because your
music,
next should be better than
whatever,
your last.
yes, you should always like look at it from a viewer's point of view. If you are watching this video from somebody else as a random viewer, are you going to enjoy it? If you are listening to this
I try to
music,
critique us that
oh, no, but basically critique yourself because that's the only way you're going to be better. And also be open to criticism and be
yeah.
open to
I know
being
it's not
better.
easy at first though to take it because for you to have put your time and effort into something and somebody is telling you that this thing is not up to standard, it's kind of hurtful. But as you get
But instead
older,
of getting hurt, just look at it from the person's point of view and then try to be truthful to yourself if you can actually see what this person is
if you can
saying.
improve, if there's room for
Yes,
improvement, then
true.
go ahead and improve. It's for your own good, it's for your own betterment, right? And it's okay to be cringe when you start. It's okay to like not be perfect when you start.
Don't be cringe. You may not watch your video if you're cringe.
No, but like you definitely look at the video you made last year and be like, see this
Oh,
video
yeah,
itself.
totally.
Because to even show that you're growing, that's growth. So yeah, it's okay to start when you're not perfect. It's okay to start at rock bottom. That's the only way that you can actually grow. And it's even better because you look back at yourself like 3 years ago and be like, thank God though, I kept the faith, I made it.
Sure.
So yeah, I hope with this few words of encouragement,
Able to.
20s are honestly like the best time. They're not the best time of your life, but they're a really good phase that everybody should try to enjoy as much as
Yeah.
possible. As much as you work hard, also try to enjoy yourself a
Like
little.
right now, you're in the age where some people wish they could have back. So you should utilize it.
Right. Thank you for watching
And make sure you
too.
subscribe to her YouTube channel.
Yes, please.
Ciao.
Till next time. Bye.